And here's another hot button issue back in the news, executive compensation. This time, Coca Cola's in the spotlight on how much it pays its top executives. At a time when the company's stock price has fizzled, soda sales are down, and consumer tastes are changing. Sarah Eisen has the story.
Coca Cola finding itself in a very unusual public fight with one of its investors over executive pay. David Winters, a longtime value investor, is criticizing Coke's 2014 equity plan, which outlines the amount of stock and options awarded to employees over the next few years. He says it's overly generous at the expense of shareholders because it dilutes the value of their share by as much as 14 to 16%.
When you look at it realistically, there's an awful lot of money being transferred from the shareholders' pockets to management of a company that's not growing very fast. It's just not right. We think it's wrong.
Winters, who owns 2.5 million shares of Coke stock, has sent letters to Coke's board and to fellow investors, including Warren Buffett, who's Coke's top shareholder, urging them to vote against the plan. But Coke is fighting back, saying Winters is misinformed and his math simply does not add up.
A lot of these awards are very dependent on stock price. Our investors really like that because management doesn't get paid unless the company performs and unless our investors get an additional return on theirs.
CEO Muhtar Kent actually saw his total compensation drop more than 30% last year because the stock underperformed. Winters is also questioning Kent's role as chairman of the board, saying it's a conflict of interest when it comes to making decisions about executive compensation. Coke rejects that idea as well.
Our board strongly believes that a combined chair and CEO is the right structure for our company. And it's important to note that compensation committee sets the compensation for our company. So the compensation committee is comprised entirely of independent directors. So there is not a conflict of interest for having a combined chair CEO role.
Executive compensation has always been a hot topic for shareholders. No word yet on Coke from Warren Buffett. Shareholders will get their say, though, on April 23rd at the annual meeting when the plan is up for a vote. Until then, Mr. Winters and Coca Cola are digging in their heels. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Sarah Eisen.